Welcome back to Renegade GCM. Today we have another deck tech video featuring PRB01 Sanji. Today, instead of joining Shank's crew, he's joined up with the Whitebeard Pirates. So he is a 5k, 5 life leader with activate main once per turn. Up to one of your cost 8 or lower characters without an on play effect gain rush until the end of this turn. So basically, with the same premises of the last Sanji deck I did, instead of running the Red Hair Pirates film package, we tried the Whitebeard Pirates out. It was fun. Still need some more testing, but we start off with 4 of the 2-drop Sanjis from OB01. 2K counter, 3000 power, activate main once per turn. You may add 1 card from your life area to your hand. This character gains 2000 power during this turn, then give this character up to 2 rested Dawn cards. So essentially, you can make him a 7k rush. Worst case, 2k in hand. Up next, we're running 3 of the Atmos from OPO2 with the Whitebeard Pirates. He's a 4/6 vanilla with a 1k counter. Basically, we can just deploy him and give him rush with our Sanji. Overstated vanillas with Sanji is awesome. One of our top ends here, we're running 3 of the Edward Newgate from OBO2. 9-drop, 10,000 power character. On play, up to one of your leaders gain 2,000 power until the start of your next turn. Then you cannot add cards from your life area to your hand by your effects during this turn. It's just making Sanji a 7k for a rotation is pretty good. He has second ability is Dawn 2. When attacking, you can K up to one of your opponent's characters with 3,000 power or less. That one doesn't really come in too much of effect here because we're not really running like cost reduction. But if they have some searchers or small blockers on the field, it can clear them out. So we have another vanilla here with King Do from OPO2. 5-drop 7k with a 1k counter. Same as Atmos, just a vanilla body overstated that we can give rush with Sanji. Same here with our 6-drop 8k Thatch from OPO2. 1k counter, just a big body to give rush. So here we have a 2k in the form of Jozu from OPO2. 4-drop 4,000 power, Dawn 1. If you have 2 or less life cards and your leader has Whitebeard Pirates in his type, this character gains rush. That effect is not useful because our leader is not Whitebeard Pirates. We can still give it rush if we need to. If we want to throw a couple Dawn on, just give him rush. But he's a 2k, and that's what I use him for mostly. He's a searchable 2k. Speaking of searchables, here we have Izo from OPO3. This is your 1-drop 2,000 power 1k searcher with on play. Look at top 5 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card with the Whitebeard Pirates in its type other than Izo and add it to your hand. Put the rest at the bottom of the deck in any order. This just helps us consistently find our pieces that we're looking for depending on the curve we're at when we have this deployed. I like to put it out, if I have it in my opener, I put it out turn 1. So when I go to attack, I can put my 3 Dawn on Izo and swing 2 5s with my leader in Izo. Here we just kind of needed a couple extra bodies, so we just grabbed the Namul from OPO3. It's a 3-drop 5k vanilla with a 1k counter, just to be able to give it rush if we don't have, the Izo play. I wanted to be able to have something else that we can apply pressure early, and that's why there's only 2 of. It works for what it does. So here we run Fossa from OPO3. It's a 2-drop 2k or 2-drop 2,000 power 1k counter. Has blocker. It's searchable. It's a blocker, so there's one match where I did put Dawn on it and swung, but he's a blocker that just there to absorb hits. We are running 1 of the Gold D Roger from OPO9, 13,000 power, no counter, 10-drop with rush. And when your opponent activates blocker, if you or your opponent has 0 life, you win the game. This is an aggro deck at its core, so getting into the late game where you're ready to deploy this, their life should be pretty low or at 0, and they're going to be relying on their blockers to survive. And this is where Goldie Roger can sneak games for you. Great card. Rolling a 1 of, no counter. We already got some bricks, so I don't want to brick up too hard. We're running 2 of the 8-drop 10k Shanks with 1k counter vanilla. He's not searchable in the deck. He's a promo from the Uda demo decks when the game first came out. But he's just an 8-drop 10k with rush with our leader, so not bad having 2 of. Still, like I said, the deck's still in the works, but I wanted to get this up with some gameplay. I had a lot of fun with it. I'm having a lot of fun with Sanji. If you haven't checked out the other gameplay in Deck Tech where Sanji and the Shanks crew team up, it's really good. So this is a promo ace. It's Porcus the Ace. 5 drop, 6,000 power. No counter, but it's searchable. And it has double attack, which feels so good when you're dropping this down on like your 6th on turn and you're going 7k double attack out of nowhere. A lot of people are not ready for that. I think most people forgot this card exists. I'm loving it. No counter though, so I may end up trimming it down, but it came clutch in a few games. Up next, we have from Starter Deck 15, which is the new Whitebeard starter deck. The 1 drop 2,000 power 2k counter Thatch. That's what it's used for, just 2k. Because it's on play as if our leader has Whitebeard Pirates included in its type. Give up to one of your opponents -2. The power for the turn. Then put the top card of your life into your hand. So we don't even have access to the on play. But so we can't give it rush with Sanji. It's just a 2k in hand. It's a searchable with our ISO. Our last character for the deck is going to be another Porcus the Ace from Starter Deck 15. 5 drop, 6,000 power, 1k counter. If your leader has Whitebeard Pirates included in its type, this character gains rush. Not relevant. We can still give it rush with our leader, so we're not really losing anything from that. But once per turn, if this character would be removed from play by one of your opponent's effects, instead you may give this character -2,000 power for the turn. With a lot of yellow and black decks running around that want to KO and trash stuff, like this is really good to have in the deck, and it's like a 6k with you can give rush and it's 1k counter at the worst. So with Whitebeard Pirate search event, we have a 1 drop. It says main, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 character card with Whitebeard Pirates in its type, and add it to your hand. Then place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. And it has the trigger where activate this card's main effect. So this is just a rough draft. This is what I'm running right now. I haven't changed anything from the gameplay videos. But like I said, I'm having a lot of fun with Sanji. I'm looking at different archetypes that I can kind of fill in the same like model from the last one. Just to give it a little bit different. Like this is the Whitebeard Pirate package. I do have a little extra like special guests with Goldie, Roger, and Shanks. So, but other than that, guys, I hope you guys like the deck tech. Stay tuned for the gameplay videos. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I do try to put out daily content, and I'm trying to grow the channel, so any support helps. Thanks, guys.